Hi friends, I am Dr. Pratap Singh Rathod. I have done MD in Pharmacy Medicine, and today we'll continue in wound ballistics, in which we'll discuss about wound caused by shotguns. So whenever the shotguns are fired, the smoke extends up to 30 centimeters. The flame may travel up from 45 centimeters. The flame which is caused from the burns of the propellant. Unburnt or partially burnt gunpowder or propellant may travel up to 60 to 90 centimeters. Cards which are placed in between the pellets and the propellant may travel up to 2 meters, and vats may travel up to 2 to 5 meters. So these are all very helpful in when we try to estimate the range of the wound. So range of the shotgun. So presence of unburnt or partially burnt particles in the wound may indicate that the range of firing may be 6 to 90 centimeters roughly. Like that, it can be very helpful to know the how much the smoke travels, how much the flame travels. So flame may cause singeing of hairs, which will indicate the range of again weapons. So we'll discuss in next slides. So characteristic of shotgun wound depends upon various ways. So one is from range of weapon. It may be range is one different range like contact shot, close range with which may be within 15 centimeters, or 15 to 90 centimeters. Short range, it may extend to 1 to 2 meters, that is between 3 to 7 centimeter feet. Intermediate range, which may extend from 2 meters to 4 meters, or roughly 7 feet to 13 feet. And long range or distant range, which may extend from more than 4 meters or more than 7 feet of range. Then size of the shot, the smaller the shot, the smaller the wound will be there. Bigger the shots, like buckshot, the wound will be larger. Nature of explosives, mainly the smokeless powder will not produce blackening or tattooing, which is less marked, but it is more marked in the black powder. Gun, if the shotgun, if the barrel is lengthier, then the shots will travel longer. If the bore, which is the diameter of the internal diameter of the barrel, is more, then the shots will disperse more rapidly than the less. Then absence or degree of choking. So choking, that is the decreasing the diameter of the barrel. So it decreases the dispersion of the shots. So based on this, the characteristic wound differs. So now coming to range of the shotguns. So different ranges how the wound looks we'll discuss, which is important for the medical legal point of view. So contact shots. The contact shot is one where the barrel is in close contact with the skin. So whenever there is a muscle end is in close contact with the skin, which is called as a contact shot. In this, there is a single, usually round, equal to the bore in size of the barrel, often ragged wound is seen. Maybe caused by tearing of gases or by shots. There may be ragging of the skin may be present. Soiling and burning are minimal or absent. Soiling or burning, that is smoke may blackening will be less minimal because the muscle is in close contact with the skin. Rapid entry of gases causes momentary vacuum immediately below the skin, which may cause extrusion of the soft tissues. So, as the wound enters, gases enters, there may be partial vacuum caused. So, may lead to extrusion of soft tissues. The soft tissues may be extruded into the barrel. Particles of unburnt powder are driven to some distance through the wound, and some of them are found embedded in the wound. So mainly the unburnt particles are usually seen inside the wound rather than on the wound. If the contact is tight, the muscle impression is seen due to the firm mechanical pressure of the impact of the metal rim against the skin. So if the metal is firmly held, so the wound has a muscle impression may be clearly seen. So sometimes if the twin barrel is used, so two impression muscle impression will present. So it is mainly because the muscle is in close contact with the skin, muscle impression will be maybe found surrounding the wound. In some contact shot, the muscle blast, that is the flame which comes from the blast, may create negative pressure in the barrel following the discharge and may suck the blood, hair, and fragments of the tissues inside the barrel. Also, if the cloth is present, cloth fibers also sucked. This is called as back spatter. So, black spatter is seen uh, when gas enters. It creates vacuum here in the barrel. So, because of that, skin, hair fibers, cloth fibers may enter the barrel, which is called as back spatter. Carbon monoxide, which is the commonest smoke which accompanies the gases from the fired gun. combines with hemoglobin in the skin and produces a pink in color because of the presence of hemoglobin. Burning, blackening, tattooing of the tissues also take place in depths of the wound. So burning mainly or usually burning, blackening all will be seen inside the wound rather than the skin because the flame travels inside the wound. Blackening, which is the presence of soot particles, tattooing also, that is unburned particles embedded in the skin, will be seen inside the wound. Plastic wads retain their shape and diameter within the body, but felt and cardboard wads may suck up the blood or body fluids. So wads which are present inside the cartridge may remain intact in the wound. Sometimes when the contact is on the bony area. So if the contact shot is the bony area, mainly in the skull regions, there is cruciate or stellate or ragged lacerations are seen, especially if there is a thick bone immediate on the skin, such as skull, due to extreme force of the blowback phenomena, as gases expand beneath the skin and lacerate the margin of the wound as they exit through the original wound. So mainly, if the skin, if the bone is, if the contact wound is near the bony regions, the gases which extend below the skin may cause the gas to come out and lead to lacerate the skin. So when the gas enter under the skin, and because there is underlying bone is present, the skin try to escape, may push the skin inside and may rupture the skin, lacerate the skin, leading to the cruciate or stellate type of wound, which can be seen in this image. The star shaped or cruciate shaped image is formed, wound is formed. A large irregular hole is produced in the skull with fissure fractures running from the margins. So the laceration may accompanied by fractures. The communication of the vault of the skull may be seen, that is multiple fractures may communicate with each other, called as crazy paving fractures may be seen in the base of the skull. A large exit wound may be produced with disruption of the cranium and projection of the brain tissue from the some distance. So because of contact shot, brain tissue may come out from the exit wound also. If it is near the eyes, eye may be blown out from the socket, which is called as burst head. Contact shot in other regions, like in case of mouth or nose, may not be accompanied by exit wound. So wound may not be exit, and the bullets may be present inside the mouth only. In neck regions, a large exit wound may be present, or there may complete destruction may occur. On chest, skin, subcutaneous tissues may be peeled off from the ribs, and with the form of pocket may be present. In contact or knee shot wound on the abdomen, coils of small intestines may lie outside the abdomen entry of the gas and peritoneal cavity. So in case of abdomen, because of entry of gas, the coils of the small intestine may lay outside the abdomen at the entry wound because of the gases. In case of loose contact shot, so loose contact shot is nothing but when the contact shot is a little bit tight in the one end and a little bit loose in the one end. So in loose contact or near contact shot, some of the gases may escape with the resulting scattering of the muscle blast, and unusual arrangement of the soot is seen in the skin known as the corona. So the circular wound will be present, but in the loose shot, there may be accompanied by the corona of unburnt particles of blackening may be present, which is called as a corona effect we've seen. If there is a cloth over the contact shots, if the part is clothed, then smoke will escape sideways and may be found in the each layer of the skin. So if there is each layer like underwears, the coat and coat, shirt, bunions, if there, in each layer there may be the gases may be escaped and blackening or shooting may be present. Shooting may be seen. So this is a shoot. One is in the bony area, it may cause cruciate or stellate shaped, or there is other part of the body, it may that the wound will be circular in shape. Contact shot wounds. Next range is a close range, which is up to 1 meters or roughly 3 feet. So in this wound, tissue surrounding the wounds are singed by flame and blackened by smoke. So because the flame is present, the flame, and if the hair part is hairy, thus there is hairs get singed. That is, the tip of the hair gets crumpled up because of coagulation of protein. Then there is tattooed may be present because of unburned particles embedded in the skin. Blackening and stippling is also common in skin. Stippling is that's the unburned particle just present on the skin part on the skin. Blackening is the smoke gets embedded on the skin. Suit soiling diminishes as the distance increases. As distance increases, the suit also decreases. If the gun is fired at the right angle, then the burnt area will be circular in shape. So, accompanying the circular one main wound, there will be the presence of unburnt particles, then presence of soot will be present. So, it will be circular in shape, and if it is fired from the angle, it will be oval in shape because of the direction of the firing. As range becomes greater, the intensity of blackening and tattooing decreases and spread increases in a fairly regular manner. So as range increases, the spread of the shooting or tattooing will be also decreases. Roughly between 30 to 60 centimeters, the wound is mainly cherry red in color because of absorption of carbon monoxide. The wound is single, circular or oval, similar to contact wounds, though blackening and tattooing are more extensive in these centimeters. The margins of skin wound may be clean cut or slightly ragged. Felt wads or plastic cups from the cartridge will be found in the depths of the wound. The plastic cups wads which are present, which holds the pellets, usually open up at between 30 to 60 centimeters. So in this you can see image, the plastic cups they expand at 30 to 60 centimeters, so that four petals stick out and a circular entrance wound is produced with the Maltese cross patterns. So whenever this enters the skin, they produce a Maltese cross type of pattern is produced when they try to enter the skin. By 90 centimeters, air resistor causes this to fold itself and single hole is produced. Beyond 90 centimeters, 1 meters. At 16 to 99 centimeters, small shot produces single circular apertures about 2.5 to 4 centimeters in diameter with irregular or lacerted edges. There is no burning or blackening. Up to 30 centimeters, 30 to 60 centimeters, burning is present. Beyond that, 60 to 90 centimeters, there is no blackening or burning is present because the flame doesn't tire up to that centimeters. Some amount of tattooing may be present, but it is very less. Tissue within and around the wound are not cherry red. So up to 60 centimeters, the wound has a cherry red in appearance because of deposition of carbon monoxide. Beyond that, up to 9 centimeters, beyond that 60 centimeters, it is not cherry red in color. Between 30 to 90 centimeters, usually the wound is irregular and shows some scalloping, often referred to as rat hole appearance. There may be annular abrasions and bruising, also called as gnat clipping. So this is the wound is seen in close range. This is called as rat hole or rat nibbling in appearance. This is commonly seen when the individual shots abrades the skin, leading to causing the rat nibbling appearance. So this is seen usually between 30 to 1 meter of distance when the wound is irregular and there is scalloping of the wound. Now next range is short range from 1 to 2 meters, that is from 3 feet to 7 feet in range roughly. In this there is a single circular aperture of 4 to 5 cm diameter wound is present, which is irregular lacerated edges are seen. There is no burning, blackening or tattooing. In this up to beyond 1 meters, there is no blackening, burning or tattooing is seen, only the wound present. Warts may be found deep inside the wound up to 2 meters. There may be warts maybe get enter the skin. Next range is intermediate range, that is between 2 to 4 meters or from up to 7 meters. The minimal distance at which shot may begin to spread is extremely variable, ranging from 1 to 4 meters. So shots may travel from 1 to 4 meters. As shot mass begins to spread, individual pellet holes may be detected, which are usually round and show a rim of abrasions at the margins. So dispersion of shot has a range of 1 to 4 meters, and as the distance increases, the shots gets dispersed and accompanied by single hole. The shots may be also be seen. Bats often strike the body below the shotgun wound, either penetrate the skin or only bruise the skin. So in this, you can see intermediate range. Along with the single wound, there is a satellite individual holes may be present caused by the shots entering the skin. The center aperture is surrounded by separate openings in area of about 8 to 10 centimeters in diameter. As muzzle target in distance increases, the main entrance defect progressively becomes smaller and individual pellet wounds increases the number. So as range increases, the individual pellet hole increases, and it may be spread up to 8 to 10 centimeters in diameters. Now, last is the long range, which is about beyond 4 meters or beyond 7 feet, or beyond 30 feet, sorry. So at the distance of 4 meters, that is roughly 13 feet, the shots spread widely and enter the body as individual pellets, producing separate openings in area of 10 to 50 centimeters in diameter. So beyond 4 meters, only the individual shots enter the body. Each individual pellet produces its own track in the body. So spread of pellets in a fully choked barrel is roughly can be tell by up to 10 centimeters, 10 meters, it may spread to 25 centimeters. Beyond 50 meters, the pellets may spread in a diameter of 35 centimeters. Beyond 20 meters, the spread of pellets is 45 centimeters, and beyond 30 meters, the spread of pellets is up to 75 meters of diameter. So at about 30 meters, pellets only penetrate the skin or muscles. So up to 30 meters, only they have power only up to penetration of skin and muscles. So beyond that, they cannot damage more. Death beyond a range of 30 meters is very rare, and it cannot be. It is very rare and it is very difficult. Diameter of wound is measured from the outermost of the individual pellet was in the centimeters. So in a body, so the outermost pellets in a single pellets wounds when the long range weapons, to calculate the range, they calculate the outermost pellet hole and make a rough estimate of the diameter of the range of the shots. So calculating the diameter of the spread of the pellets will give the rough idea of the range by using 1/3. So for cylindrical barrels, 1/3 of the spread of the shot in centimeters equals the range of meters. For example, if the spread of the pellets is up to 60 meter diameter, so if the spread is about 60 meter diameter, 1/3 of it, that is 20 centimeters, 20 meters is the range by which the shots are fired in meters. So in centimeters spread of meters, pellets gives the rough estimate of range of the shotgun in meter, range of the wound in meters. The internal injury is highly destructive and similar to that caused by high velocity rifles. The wound caused by buckshot resembles the bullet wound. So in long distance, the buckshot, which consists of a single slug, single larger shots, may travel in large distance and may also resemble like a bullet wounds. Now coming to country-made firearms. So country-made firearms are artificially homemade firearms. They do not follow a particular format, and the wounds caused by them is very difficult to ascertain, and range also very difficult. So injury caused to the victim may considerably depending upon the nature of projectiles. Sometimes they consist of metal scraps and may cause incised or inside-ripping wounds. The distance up to which the smoke, flame, and carbon particles travel is very variable and very difficult, and it is mainly half of that from the factory made. The pellets disperse at a range of 30 to 45 centimeters. Billiard or ball ricochet effect. This is one of the effects which is in shotgun effect when the shots fired. So individual shots may touch individual or it may hit the skin and may get dispersed. So at close range up to 1 meters, while the shots are bunched, they strike one another upon impact on primary target, that is the skin or clothes, and spread out in a wide pattern as they pass the body. So whenever they hit the close range, they may hit to one another and may try to spread out. This is called as ricochet effect. One more abnormal type of wound is the balling or welding shot of wound. The balling of shotgun pellets results in the conversion of shot into compact mass, which can travel in a few meters in this form. So individual pellets, sometimes they may get welded up in the single mass, and they may travel as a single mass and enter the body in a single mass because of burning or increase in the temperature, some defect in the barrel. In such cases, there is a circular oval entrance wound of about 5 to 10 cm diameter, and widespread small circular punctures are seen. These are mainly because of faulty manufacture or old denomination, but is very rarely seen. Now coming to shotgun exit wounds. So usually shotgun pellets do not cause exit wounds. So they can be exit wounds mainly seen in cases of contact wounds when the barrel is close contact with skin. When there is a tangential wound with the angle, thin part of the body such as neck or extremities, and wound caused by large caliber, that is buckshot or rifle slugs, there may be exit wound may be present of shotguns. So in shotgun wounds, the margins are everted. So margins in the exit wounds are usually everted. As the unsuppressed skin is stuck from within, the tissues tend to burst outside and skin fragments. And there is no singeing, there is no blackening or tattooing, as the burn particle doesn't travel so much, and there is no tattooing also present. There may be small separate wounds maybe by individual pellets that may become separated from the mass. Sometimes small individual separate wounds may be seen. These are my references. Thank you.